And we begin tonight with that breaking news here at 6 o'clock. The son of former Colts player Daniel Muir is alive after missing for more than 15 days. Tonight, he's safe and his parents are in jail. We've been following this story for 2 weeks now. Brought it to you as breaking news this morning. And tonight, we have team coverage. We start with ITMate's Cody Fisher, who's live outside the Cass County Jail. Cody, what can you tell us about the investigation so far?
Well, Phil, right now, Daniel Muir and Kristen Muir are being held without bond here in the Cass County Jail. The judge overseeing the case said he made that decision because they're a flight risk. Daniel and Kristen Muir walked into a Cass County courtroom in orange jumpsuits just hours after their home was raided by an Indiana State Police SWAT team. During that raid, ISP found their son, who had been missing for 18 days and the subject of a silver alert. Kristen Muir was tearful in the courtroom as the judge sternly denied the couple bond. According to court documents, Daniel Muir had a conversation with his brother-in-law about his son. During the recorded conversation, Muir said he whooped his son like a grown man because of allegations that the teen had inappropriate contact with other children. Muir told his brother-in-law that if they lived in their religious homeland, that his son would be put to death for his acts. But since they live in the United States, they could not put him to death. On June 27th, Indiana State Police and the Department of Child Services met with the Muirs. During that meeting, Daniel and Kristen had different stories about how their missing son had a bruised eye. On the same day, DCS did a home inspection and interviewed several of the Muir's children, who told them that their parents disciplined them by spanking them with belts and a garden hose. They also said their parents occasionally hit them in the mouth.
The Muir family, they've been improperly targeted, and they're not guilty of any abuse or illegal activity. They're entitled to their day in court and due process.
According to Indiana State Police, the Muir family agreed to come in for an interview on June 28th with their son. But an hour before the meeting, the family backed out. That's when law enforcement started the process of getting a search warrant that led to the ISP raid this morning. Now, attorneys for the Muirs appeared shocked that the judge is holding their clients without bond. Kristen Muir's attorney said that she's currently nursing an 8-month-old child and that she should be given bond and an ankle monitor so she can be at home to nurse that young child. But the judge wasn't having it. He held firm, again citing that he believes that they are a flight risk because the parents did not cooperate with law enforcement during the several weeks that their son was missing. Now, both of them are going to be back in court on July 16th for a hearing to determine if their bond will be adjusted. Reporting live in Logansport, Cody Fisher, ITMate, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
All right, Cody, thank you very much. Let's bring in News 8's Kyla Russell now to continue our team coverage tonight. Kyla, you've gotten reaction from the community and the 911 call from the teen's grandmother, which started this case.
That's right, Phil. I am here right where that raid happened this morning, and you're actually seeing the remnants of that raid. These are mud tracks, new ones, made by Indiana State Police as they entered the property this morning. Now, the story of Bryson's disappearance and his eventual finding is a long one, but it started with a 911 call that was made nearly 3 weeks ago by his grandmother. I actually got a holding of that recording.
911, what is your emergency?
I have my grandson badly abused by his parents.
Okay, do you need a rescue squad to take you to the hospital?
No, I need you to stop him.
Bryson's grandmother made that call on June 16th.
Pictures.
Okay.
He's being abused.
And now, 16 days later, Bryson's parents were arrested in connection to his disappearance. Bryson's dad, Daniel Muir, is a former Colts player and the head pastor here at Straightway Ministries. His boss and the ministry's founder, Charles Dow, is reacting to the news of the arrest. He says the raid happened over an allegation, all while the Hebrew Israelites were in prayer.
It just lets you know how far a false allegation can go. But the blowback from a false allegation probably ain't going to be too good. Especially when you have the backing of the ministry behind you.
While the ministry stays ready to defend the Muirs, community members say they've seen something bad coming ever since the property was first bought. They say at first people just moved into the house, and then several trailers started popping up on the property as members started filing in.
Gates put up and and stuff, and I thought, what in the world is in there? Nobody knew.
And then Mary started waking up to gunshots.
I've heard gunshots out this way, and a lot, like target shooting, quite a bit.
And then came the news of Bryson's disappearance.
And then hear about the boy. what else has gone on, and we don't know, you know, because the gate's got a big padlock and they're not allowed in.
Now, many here in the community don't know exactly what's gone on in the ministry, but they are sure that anyone that has experienced abuse behind these locked gates truly should get help. Reporting here in Logansport, I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.